The referee blows the whistle, Zach and I shake hands, I get my hand raised as the winner, and we both go our separate ways. So at this win, I ended all the talk, left no doubt, made things right.
Hold up. How you gonna start from the end and not tell us everything that happened? That's messed up.
You got a point. So I lost this important match and I needed to get revenge. This story starts off a week later. So all week, both my ankles were swollen from an injury 2 months ago in December. I went to physical therapy before practice, after practice, and every morning.
Stop acting like a girl.
Coach Hurley would say.
I swear you have the bones of an old man.
Coach Rivers would say. Coach Rivers was probably the smartest guy I've ever met. He was just less than 6 feet tall with a Chuck Norris beard and a slight beer gut from doing math problems instead of running track on the weekends. Along with him was Coach Hurley, who used to also wrestle for Dutch Fork High School. He was just less than 6 feet tall with the army-like haircut and pale skin. He was so tough. He would wrestle us with a torn ACL and still beat us easily. We all pretty much knew who was going to win at the next tournament. I didn't care about winning. I was just starving for revenge against a previous opponent named Zach Hanna. So as the week progressed, we then got our tournament brackets, which pretty much told us who we were going to wrestle in the first round and the rounds afterwards. In the first round, I got the match that I wanted. This news helped fuel me through the rest of the week. As we signed up for the tournament, my adrenaline really started pumping. I just kept thinking about how I get the rematch that I've been waiting for in the first match that I have. Wrestling tournaments are pretty much similar to gymnastics in the fact that you wait for your name to be called and then you just get ready to go out. Three whole hours passed before I heard my name called.
Can Tyson Gilbert Fitzpatrick please come to the mat 1?
I heard over the loudspeaker. Zach and I both got set up in our stance. We let the referee know that we were ready and he then blew the whistle to start the match. I shot straight off the whistle into a takedown. He sidestepped it and returned with his own. I used my superior strength to push him off me. We then began to hand fight. This is when you pull and push on your opponent to sway their momentum into them making a mistake. He went for a takedown with 30 seconds left. I then went around him and got top position, making the score 2-0 in my favor. I managed to hold him down until the referee blew the whistle, marking the end of the first period. At the start of the second and third period, each wrestler gets to decide which position they want to start from. Zach decides first. He chooses bottom. Your goal from bottom is to possibly get to your feet or manage to pull off a reversal in which you would switch positions with your opponent. We both get set, in which we then let the referee know that we're ready to start the second period. The referee blows the whistle to start the second period. He makes an attempt to stand up straight off the whistle. I then slam him back to the ground like shown in the picture. He hits the mat and then gets back into bottom position. He then begins to kick, wiggle, and squirm until he gets free and up to his feet. Due to his escape, the score is now 2-1 in my favor. We began the hand fight until the second period was over. The referee blew the whistle, and it was now my choice to decide how we start the third period. I looked over to Coach Rivers, and he suggested that I choose bottom to start out the third period. Zach and I both got set, and we let the referee know that we were ready to start the third period. The referee then blew the whistle. Zach doesn't move his hands at all. That's where he messed up. I grab his hands and roll to switch positions, making the score now 4-1 in my favor. Due to my fatigue, Zach got up pretty easily, making the score now 4-2, still in my favor. He then began to go for combination after combination after combination, once saying that I was slowing down. The referee then blew the whistle and gave Zach a point due to my lack of offensive moves, otherwise known as stalling. This then made the score 4-3 with Zach down 1 point. Zach then going back on the offensive, going for combination after combination after combination until the referee blew the whistle again for me stalling, making the score an even 4-4. With the last bit of energy, I went for a takedown. Zach also did at the same time. We collided and I then fell on my stomach, giving him top position, making the score 4-6 with him up by 2. With 20 seconds left, I then went for another roll, but he blocked it. I then built up the rest of my strength and tried it again. I pulled it off perfectly, managing to get the pin.